And then the tour doesn't allow, it doesn't let you go in, but afterwards we're going to go back and get tickets and go see. It's one of the largest synagogues.
I think it is the largest.
It is,
Yeah.
That's excellent.
but Michael doesn't want to do the trip up Budapest. I mean, of Nuremberg.
Oh.
He doesn't want to. He says, "What do I have to go and listen to what the Nazis did? We know what they did." So I said, "Well, it's history, but maybe once we get there, he might change his mind. Otherwise, I might just leave him and go on my. If I can get onto it, it's only be about 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
once you're there, it should be very,
I think it'd be
interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
I think so.
So it's nice to see
Yeah.
some of the Jewish history.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, friends of ours, very good friends, they went on a Gate 1 trip to Latvia and Lithuania, and they came back and they were mortified about how many friends were killed. And she said one of the places they went was it was 640,000 Jews. She said there's not a single Jew left in these villages and places they went to. And
Yeah.
she said what was interesting that on a lot of the walls there were like little stones, like plaques that said what was the name of the family that used to live there. But they came back and I don't think they've ever really, I mean they're very intelligent people, they're school teachers, but I don't think that the Holocaust really hit home till they were in these countries and so on.
Yeah.
It will be interesting.
It will be.
Looking forward
I can't wait to hear about it
So
when you
we're
come
going
back.
to be back. So we're going to be back till the end of just before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Nice.
It'll fly by. You'll have a great time.
And then Julia she's having a bat mitzvah.
When?
On December the 6th.
Oh, wow.
And she's giving everybody a hard time. She doesn't want to practice. She doesn't want to do a haftarah. So I told Greg, you tell her that the party is a reward for practicing. Just cancel the party. She can get up, do her aliyah, read her 2 sentences, and she's bat mitzvah. And that's the long. And I said, I don't want to tell her because I'm the granny. You just tell her. We'll cancel the party. And you can, But now she's going to read the haftarah, but she's going to read it in English.
Okay.
But you know, when she was this big, I strung together Hebrew letters with vowels. It didn't make sense. She could read Bagir, Haftarah, whatever. And then she went to Hebrew school in South Africa. Didn't like the rabbi. Did you ever meet Jeff Glisson?
That name sounds right.
And he turned it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
He was an Oswald rabbi. And he turned it and she was forced to leave his life.
Oh, man.
And when she was small, she could read, she could understand it. You know? What did he say? How are your kiddos?
Oh, everybody's doing great. Yeah.
I looked at your daughter since she became a lady.
Oh, she has.
Oh my, Ilan's got,
A little scary.
Ilan's got to catch up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still a little boy.
I looked at her the other day and said, what happened to that little mouse?
Exactly. Especially after she got her ear cut.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She's not that little girl, she's a little lady.
Yes, she is.
It's the same thing with Julia. She was this cute little thing, and now she's as well. 13-year-old. Oh my God. And,
No, it's only 11.
oh, you've got to work cut out.
I do.
Because you only had boys for her, so she's your first
Yeah,
girl.
that's right. That's right. It's very special.
And you've never had little girls. The little girls, they say, are easy, but when they get to puberty, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, boys at least don't have to worry about boyfriends coming out.
Okay.
She'll love watching it. You're hanging around.
Oh, the bonus. put this in Don's box.
Yes.
Right, so we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it right now, Karen? Then you can get it off your mind. What?
Real honest about the young people.
With the what is?
The brunch for Sunday.
Oh, yeah. I wish it wasn't the same day as my.
I know, I'm well aware of that. Who would you, where's Don? Oh, Don. That's Monday.
Okay, cool.
I had it. About two.
All right.
Almost forgot it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. Set. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai.
So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
It's become our custom that when we come here on Friday nights, that if we're observing a Urit site, or perhaps we've had a recent loss, or maybe we're just missing that person who's no longer physically with us, that we come forward and we take a stone from the little wooden box over there and we place it underneath what will be our Shabbos lights. And the intent there is that mystically their memories will shine out and make our Sabbath worship here beautiful. So if you're one of those people, I invite you to come forward now and place a stone if you wish.
Lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, lai.
And I'm so happy that this is a really special Shabbat, because tomorrow morning Rebecca Sai is becoming a bat mitzvah. We're so excited. Excited for Rebecca and excited for her family. And we're just so proud of you, Rebecca. So I want to invite Rebecca and her mom, Amy, to come forward and light our Shabbos candles. And we are on pages 2 and 3.
source of light and truth, creator of this eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead to the acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. So let's turn to page 10. Hine Matov.
Hine matov, umanayim,
shevet achim, gam yachad. Hine matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad.
As we travel along the paths of our lives, it's the people we meet who can change us. If we are willing to see, truly open our eyes, we'll find a song within that binds us together. Hine matov, umanayim,
shevet achim, gam yachad. Hine matov, umanayim, shevet achim, gam yachad. And let's turn to page 344. You're like, why are we going to the back of the book right off the bat? And there is a reason. And the reason is that on November 14th and 15th, we're going to have some really special guests here. So that first melody, Hine Matov, if you're not familiar with it, that was written by Sue Horowitz. And the next melody that we're going to sing on page 344, Shir Chadash, that's by Julie Silver. Yep. And on November 14th and 15th, Sue Horowitz and Julie Silver are going to be right here in our sanctuary. And they are, if you don't know who they are, well, come and you'll know who they are. They're absolutely fantastic Jewish songwriters, folk songwriters and singers. And so they will lead our worship on Friday night. They'll be here for our worship, Sherry and I's worship, leading on Saturday morning. They'll be here for us, with us through lunch. And then they're going to have a folk concert for us on Saturday evening. So check the website for more information, but you won't want to miss it. It'll really be a spectacular Shabbaton. So Shir Chadash. Shir will sing along all the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadad.
I will sing unto God a new song.
Let's turn now back to page 20. Lecha Dodi, we're going to sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to verse 9, we're going to rise. We're going to face the entry of our sacred space. And when we get to that last line, Bo'ii chala, we will bow to greet the presence of Shabbat as she enters.
Shemor v'zachor b'dibur echad,
Hishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad,
L'shem v'tiferet v'letehila,
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala,
B'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'leilcha, Ki makor habracha, Merosh mekedem Yisucha, Sof ma'aseh v'machshava techila, Lecha Dodi, Likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala. Hitoreri, Kiva ori kuli ori, Shir dabiri, Kavod Adonai alai yichigla, Lecha Dodi, Likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala. Bo'ii v'shalom ateret ba'ala, Gam b'simcha u'v'sochola, Toch emunei am segula, Bo'ii chala, Lecha Dodi, Likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Lecha Dodi likrat kala.
And you may be seated. We're on page 22 in the indented portion, Tzadik katamar yifrach, the righteous shall bloom like a date palm.
Tzadik katamar yifrach, Ke'erez ba'levanon yizkeh, Shetulim bebeit Adonai, Bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu.
Let's turn to page 28 and let's rise for the Baruch Hu. Seated. Page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. Please join with me. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzivaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 32. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael amcha havta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, hotanu lemadata. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael amcha havta, Ahavat olam, Otanu lemadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, Heshoch beinu uvkumeinu, Nasiach berchukecha v'nismach, V'divrei Toratecha v'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Ahavat olam, Otanu lemadata. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu, uvehem nege yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Ahavat olam, ohev amo Yisrael. Let's turn to page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem kevod Malchuto, Leolam Shem kavod malchuto, leolam vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad.
Page 37. Let's join together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Page 40.
Adonai et Yaakov, ugelo mi'ad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Page 42. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom va'am yidenu shomrenu l'chaim ufrosh aleinu sukat shlomecha. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Let's continue together. Guide us with your good counsel, for your name's sake be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesh sukat shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 44. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביני ובין
בני ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים
עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי
שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Let's turn to page 46 and let's rise for tefillah.
Yada lai lai lai, 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 yada lai lai lai. Adonai sifatai titach ufi hagi tilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yada lai lai lai, 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 yada lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula livnei bnechem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozeh u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lechoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim,
Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al givurot umido melach. Melech memit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman ata lechachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Let's turn to page 55. Let's read together at the top. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha lebadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 59. Let's read together at the top. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'eh l'chodot. And you may be seated. Page 60.
Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atah melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atah melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Blessed are you, eternal one, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Let's take a few moments for silent meditation.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
So Rebecca, pretty easy night, Erev Shabbat before your bat mitzvah. All the action for you is tomorrow, but it's going to be easy peasy. You've prepared really well, okay? And we're going to have a good time tomorrow morning, right? We're just going to celebrate, all right? So you're going to read Torah for us tomorrow morning. So we're not reading Torah tonight like often we do. There's a common misconception about becoming a bat mitzvah. And maybe this will give you some relief. Maybe you go, whew. And the misconception is that when you become a bat mitzvah, you're like considered an adult in the Jewish community. Not true. Don't worry about it, okay? So there's like a lot of baggage that comes along with being an adult, right? Yeah, and you're not ready for that. You know, be as youthful as you can, as long as you can, and dodge those responsibilities about being an adult as long as you can. That's my advice. All right, enjoy being young. Okay, but being a bat mitzvah, it's about something else. It's about taking on some of the responsibilities of being part of the community. Okay. And so, as an example, you're now expected as a bat mitzvah that, well, you got to take responsibility for some of the mitzvot, right? And some of them are personal things, like Yom Kippur just passed a while ago, right? And you know that people fast, if they're bat mitzvah age and beyond, they fast, right? And so if you're able, you might want to take on that obligation, right? A mitzvah is an obligation. You might want to take on that obligation, right? The one mitzvot that I want to really impress upon you, it doesn't say this exactly in Torah, but Torah definitely says it, is that we need to show up for one another, right? We need to be present for one another. And it's probably one of the most important concepts to Judaism and to the Jewish people is that we show up for one another, okay? So because you're having a bat mitzvah tomorrow does not mean that you don't have to show up anymore. It actually means that you are now obligated to show up, right? Okay, so show up. Show up for your friends, right? Show up for your community. Come here, volunteer in the religious school. Come here and volunteer doing other things, or just come for Friday night worship, or come for the holidays. Show up. We want to see you here. And it's kind of our obligation as Jews to show up for one another. So show up. You've already really engaged in one of the other most important obligations, and that is to study Torah, right? And we've done this together. And tomorrow morning, before you read Torah, you're going to tell us about your Torah portion and what you found in your Torah portion. And you're going to tell us about this great story about the Tower of Babel, right? That's in your parashah. Tomorrow's parashah is Parashat Noach. And but I'm going to take us now back to the beginning of your parashah to the story of the actual story of Noah. And I want to go back there because your dad asked me several times. He asked me, he said, how come she's reading about Noah, but she's talking about the Tower of Babel? And I said, well, you know, we assigned the Torah portion a long time ago, and then we were studying the portion, and she gravitated to this story, so I'd rather she, you know, investigate something that she's really interested in than, you know, and he's still looking at me like, Rabbi, I don't really get where you're going with this. And so I, you know, went at it from another direction. I said, well, you know, really, they're kind of connected. And he's still looking at me like, what are you talking about? And so I wanted to take a stab at making the connection tonight. And so we are told at the beginning of this parasha, we're told that God sees all the lawlessness in the world, right? We read that. And he singles out Noah. Why does he single out Noah? Because Noah is a righteous dude, right? But he's, you know, it's kind of iffy how righteous he really is, because it says he's blameless in his age, right? So does that really mean that he's like, you know, really, really righteous, or does that just mean he's just a little bit more righteous than other people? It's really kind of undecided there, right? There's some argument. And it also says that he walks with God, right? And God is so disappointed with humanity at this point that God is going to destroy everyone but Noah and his family, right? Noah, the righteous one, and he, Noah, and his family, they're going to be the basis for starting over. Now, there is a rabbi I really like. His name is Rabbi Shai Held. And he points out something that is really, really interesting here. He says, when Noah later emerges from the ark, God makes a covenant. We know that. God makes a covenant, and this is what God says. Really interesting. Listen carefully. Never again will I doom the earth because of man, since the devisings of man's heart are evil from his youth. And what Rabbi Held wants us to note here is that on one hand, God brings destruction. God floods and destroys everything except Noah and all the stuff that Noah can stuff in that ark, right? Because humanity is acting lawlessly and wickedly. But on the other hand, God says, I will never do this again because man is lawless and wicked. So how do we make sense of this? And Rabbi Held points out that, well, what's happened here is that humanity hasn't changed. That's the point of the second statement, right? But God did change. God has recognized the limitations of humanity. But God has now expressed God's willingness to have patience and compassion for our nature, right? And perhaps that patience and compassion sprang from the hope that God saw in Noah. Humanity is redeemable because I have a partner in Noah, perhaps God thinks. And Noah isn't redeemed because he is completely righteous. He was simply righteous in his age, but he stood out as being unique, a little bit above the crowd. And this is what God noticed as the true beauty of God's creation of human beings, that each one of us is unique, and each one of us has the opportunity to be righteous and walk with God. And so this is what we should treasure in ourselves, Rebecca, that each one of us is unique. Only you see the world from your unique perspective, and only you can act from your unique position, right? One of our biggest sins is when we follow others thoughtlessly. And perhaps the wheels are starting to turn in your head right now and how it links to your parashah that you're going to talk about tomorrow morning. because this is where we connect. We notice that when we read the text that is just before the Tower of Babel story, that we're given the names of all of the descendants of Noah's two sons, Japheth and Ham, right? And then we get to your story, the Tower of Babel. And you're not going to talk about this part, but I'm going to point it out to you. Are there any names in this story of the Tower of Babel? There's no names whatsoever. Not one single person in Shinar, where the Tower of Babel is, not one single person is named. There's no need for names in that story because their sin was abandoning their God-given gift of uniqueness, and they acted exactly like one another. And this is an offense to God's creation. So God scatters them, and he gives them multiple languages. And then the list of names picks up again after this really brief story, and with Noah's descendants from his son Shem, the B'nai Shem. And that's kind of a funny thing because Shem means name. So the sons of the name. And the way Rabbi Held reads this is the Torah text is trying to hit us over the head with the point. And the point is that there are no names in the Tower of Babel story, but names are important because names give us our individuality, right? They give us our uniqueness. So the people building the tower, they had no needs of names, but we are destined to have a name, to be unique, to see the world from our unique point of view, to be unique in our thoughts and act in the world uniquely. Noah was singled out uniquely, and humanity was saved because of our inherited uniqueness. So what's my message to you, Rebecca? Is to be unique, right? And to hold up your uniqueness. Use your uniqueness as a tool. Don't follow the crowd. You be you, right? And you do you out in the world, and then you will be walking with God, okay? Easy peasy, right? Just be you, right? And study the things that you find interesting and use them to do good things in the world, right? Okay, all right. Stay right there. So let's turn our thoughts now to those in our community who are in need of a healing of one sort or another. We think of these in our community, Rabbi Gary Atkins, Randy Bennett, Robert Berliner, Tate Campbell, David Cohen, Kellyanne Connell, Karen Dinsfriend, John Donnarumma, Ann Doyen, Rhonda Feldman, Sandy Fisher, Elsa Friedman, Jordan Gallup, Barbara Gans, Renee Genero, Moshe Ben Shimon, Yisrael Avraham Ben Elka, Joanne Grill, Timothy Hirsch, Meira Nitza Bat Yerachmiel, Karen Kelly, Chaim Simcha Ben Herschel, Rabbi Earl Kadekel, Sue Luftglass, Rebecca Moray, Lori Nestrid, Chaya Rachel Bat Chana Riva, Miriam Oates, Richard Perrin, Cheryl Pionk, Jacob Reinhardt, Joseph Reinhardt, Florence Rowe, Danny Shore, Deborah Schultz, Carol Seaman, Eric Senges, Jeff Senges, Philip Shapiro, Judy Spitz, Gary Weiss, Rachel Wichman, Meir Wolf, Shoshana Devora Bat Yehudit, and Joanna Zuckerman. If you have names to add for our prayer for healing. Ava? Great.
And I'm going to add Michael Ben Rivka Devora. And was Sam called by his?
Yeah, that
Okay,
was.
good.
El Na Rifana La, please God, please heal all of them.
Hail na Rifana la, Hail na Rifana Rifanala. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. God grant me the courage to change the things I can, and God grant me the wisdom to know the difference. Hail Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala.
Hail Narifanala.
Misha berach avotenu, hu yirapeh et hacholim, mekor shechina leimotenu,
Yitimsa
mazor lesovlim,
Refuat hanefesh v'haguf, Refuat shelema. Hail Narifanala,
El Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
El Narifanala,
Hail Narifanala,
El Narifanala.
Hail Narifanala.
You can find our Alenu on the back of your service pamphlet. Let's rise. Alenu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shehu asanu l'shomrei ha'adama, vehu samanu lishlichei ha'torah, shehu sam chayenu itam, vegor aleinu im kol ha'olam. Vanachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Let's continue together. Our calling is to praise the living source. It is upon us to make known the greatness of the one Creator, who trusts us to be guardians of the earth and messengers of Torah, who gives us a destiny shared with all human beings, and who binds our lives to theirs. And so we bend, bow, and give thanks before the Blessed One, whose realm is unfathomable, whose sovereignty over all makes all life holy and precious. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech ol kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Let's turn to page 294. This week, we remember these in Shaloshim. We remember Mark Goldsmith, Lester Shapiro, Jonathan T. Lasser, and Richard Callan. We remember these with Yurtzeit in the coming week: Paul Cantor, Ann Goldblatt, Evan Scott Goldman, Samuel Goodman, Meyer Goodman, Seymour Hendel, Hilbert Hendel, Betty Jean Linden, Sybil M. Nassau, Yale Orenstein, Rosala Rappaport, Ludwig Rubinski, John Scheiber, Francis W. Wisniewski. If you have names to add for Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish. Let's join together as one community. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, b'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mivarach leolam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha brihu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram b'yalma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing every day in our lives. And you may be seated. Okay. Yeah, you can have a seat. Okay, so John, John, our dear president, if you would like to give a few announcements for the congregation. Now, forgive John, I'm going to tell you in advance, Roberta was not here the last couple of days. So we've got a lot of chicken scratch here that you have to figure out.
Okay.
So, but this is the first one.
Okay. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. Thank you to Rabbi Mark and Hazan Sherry for the services. Congratulations to Amy, Mark, Rebecca, and their families and friends. Okay, owning sponsors, Pat Hendel in memory, Seymour Hendel, Amy Golden, and Mark Say, in honor of Rebecca becoming a bat mitzvah for tomorrow. Okay. Well, let's just start with the big one. At 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, there will be a service for Rebecca becoming a bat mitzvah. We're looking forward to it, so if you can be here, please come. There will be a mini course on Jewish traditions and practical considerations for the end of life this Sunday, October 26th from 12:30 to 2 p.m. Topics include Jewish traditions surrounding death and mourning, cemeteries, wills and legacy giving, and ethical wills. The Jewish Federation Second Act Kosher Hot Lunch is starting again this Monday at 12 p.m. RSVP to Donna Casey, guest speaker about the Women League of Voters. Also on Sunday, which you don't have on here, there is a Hadassah and JFEC brunch
Yep.
at the Pascal is 11:30. If you need to RSVP to Karen Blaustein or on the JFEC website, and it'll get you connected to Karen. The Sisterhood sponsoring documentary called Change Not Charity, the Americas with Disabilities Act, including the producer Hilary Klaus Steinman as the guest speaker. Movie starts November 2nd at 2 p.m. and it's free and open. November 8th, after dark, stargazing and Havdalah with Sean Bendick in the temple parking lot at like 7:45.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay.
Yep.
Save the dates, Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th for our Shabbaton with musical artists and soul writers, Julie Silver and Sue Horwitz. They will be leading our Kabbalat Shabbat service on Friday evening, joining us for Shabbat morning worship and lunch, and then presenting a folk concert on Saturday evening, and there is a wine and cheese right before the concert. Next Friday, Kabbalat Shabbat services start at 6:30 p.m. In addition, just reminder, the temple raffle is now started. It will be December 14th. Tickets are $25. You can call the temple office, see me, and there's a few other people selling tickets, so if you're interested, let me know.
Okay, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Just briefly also, check our website. Sherry and I's classes are starting up
Yes.
shortly, and Sherry's teaching beginning Hebrew and our trope class and translating Torah.
And
What's that?
Intermediate Hebrew.
And intermediate Hebrew, okay. And then I'm starting a new one, Talmud Tuesdays, okay? So if you're free at 11 o'clock on Tuesdays, come and we'll study some Talmud together, right? I'll make it fun, okay? I will, I promise. My classes, we have fun, don't we?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
yes.
all
It's
right.
a pretty popular class.
And then we'll be picking up with our Wednesday class again. This is, we started this last year on Wednesdays at noon. Sherry's classes end at noon. So then we have lunch together, those who are in Sherry's classes. Then we have lunch from 12 to 12:30. And then we have my class, which is Torah and text. So you can come for lunch, and then we'll do Torah and text. This year, we're going to start studying a little bit of Zohar. We're going to get mystical, okay? So that should be really interesting. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And then I'm going to be doing a class on Sunday mornings that's called How to Do Jewish, okay? So this is for kind of, people who went to religious school and then promptly forgot everything that they learned. And now they have kids and they don't know what to do. So come to this class and we'll talk about how to do Jewish. All right, so that'll be Sundays during religious school. So it'll be Sundays from 10 to 11, okay? And so again, I'll try and make it fun for you, all right? And then there's always a few people who say, oh, it'd be nice to have an adult bar bat mitzvah. And so if you're one of those people, let me know, and we'll start studying together. We'll make it happen for you, okay? And last thing, there's an Exploring Judaism class that is mentioned. But the dates are wrong. If you look at the website right now, we'll get it changed. It's not going to be in November. It'll be in January. So it'll be 4 weeks in January on Tuesday evenings. Nice. So that's it for that. Nice. Did I hear you raise your hand, Lisa? Did you have something to add? Oh, just props to, yeah, okay, all right. Okay, so our song tonight, it's in your service pamphlet. It is, there is not enough peace in the world, so we're going to sing a peace song tonight. And funny enough, it's called The Peace Song, right, by Sue Horowitz, our soul writer who will be with us in November, okay? So,
But it does have a rainbow in it.
Yeah.
Peace across the mighty waters, peace to all your sons and daughters. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. Peace across the thunderous mountains, peace through lines and walls and bastions. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change to come around. Peace through morning's yellow rays, and peace at evening's blue-purple haze. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. Peace throughout your holy lands, and peace to those who understand. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change to come around. Peace through politics and isms, peace to all of those imprisoned. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. Find it in your righteous stories. Don't be fooled by dreams of glory. Write it in a rainbow across the sky. And we won't wait for change. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change. And we will not wait for change to come around.
That's beautiful.
I like that song.
Yeah. All right. Let's help Rebecca lead us in Kiddush, okay? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lamikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim.
Chaim.
Okay. So let's hold up the challah. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our grateful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
We'll see you in the social hall for the Oneg.